All right. Well, good evening. How's everybody doing? Get into this here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's kick it off. Hold on. Uh, yeah, let's kick it off. Let's kick it off. Hello. Let's kick it off. All right. Sixth time's a charm. Let's kick it off. There we go.
Roll another blunt, man. These is good times.
Wow. Okay.
You full of shit, full of shit, full of shit, and you need to quit.
So,
You full of shit,
channel my Dr. Phil.
full of shit.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal, folks. All right. Here's the deal. Tony, greetings. Who watches it now? Well, we do. We do. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. No sound? Really? I I'm seeing sound. I I see sound. I need confirmation on that no sound. We have sound? We have no sound. Oh, you couldn't well, what the heck is going on? No sound? Yes? Yes meaning no or now what the hell? I'm seeing it should be working. There is sound now. Okay. Thanks, Chris, and Manuel for that. Okay, sound is good. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Well, I don't know what anybody was able to hear. So I'll just say it all again, and hopefully it'll be better. Well, more better put this time because I was kind of struggling there. Um, Let me get this on here. Oh, there we go. All right. So missed the prelude. All right. So here's the deal. Let me channel my inner Dr. Phil McGraw. Folks, here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal. The AMC grifters, they got a new lease on their grift for 1 month. for 1 month while this Delaware court action is pending. Otherwise, this would be, in our mind, done now. Would be over. Yeah, we'd probably still be streaming right now, and these people would still be putting out garbage, but it'd be different garbage. Now we have to wait another month for that garbage to come out. But I fully expect, I fully expect, and my expectations could be thwarted 100%. I mean, it's entirely possible. But what I'm saying is that once that court decision is made, and once AMC does whatever AMC is going to do as a result of that court decision, this should be over. This should be over. I don't see any reason for this to continue. Now, Bad Back pointed out over in Telegram, which, let's do a little shameless self promotion. Finance chat, Telegram group, link in the description. Click it, join, engage, chat, share a meme, make fun of an ape, whatever you want. Make fun of Scott. It doesn't matter. But the point is engaging and camaraderie. So the links in the description. Links in the description. All right. But Bad Back was saying over there that, they're just going to come up with the next stupid catalyst, fake catalyst. And I agree. They will. They will. But let's hope that more and more of these retail investor so-called apes start asking questions and questioning what their fearless leaders, these clowns, keep telling them. So, I mean, we're already seeing it. It's really interesting. Really interesting. The awakening. Yep. Oh, there he is. Really interesting. I saw some posts, well, comments on posts. Comments on posts. And like the majority of the comments were like, wow, we really are dumb because we let all these people take advantage of us, etc. And I was like, wow, hmm, are those shills? Are those real apes or are those shills? I don't know. Real shill here. That's what you're dealing. You got it right here. That's what you got. You got a real shill. Um, so, you know, that's really it. I mean, that's shortest stream ever. I'm just kidding. It will be a short stream, but not a short stream, not a short squeeze. Um, but we finally have something that is being used as a major catalyst. And here's what's funny about it. People are saying both sides. People are claiming that both sides. Some people are claiming that yes vote will, others are claiming that no vote will. We know, we've known, every everybody here knows. Let me use some of their language. We all know, okay? It didn't matter. Never mattered. Especially when Adam Aaron himself comes out and denies the existence of synthetic shares and naked shorts, which he recently did, unless it was an Adam Aaron deepfake, which is possible. It is possible. I mean, we heard Charlie's Hillary Clinton was damn convincing. So it could have been a deepfake, but assuming it's real, can you really blame the guy for getting a bit frustrated with these clowns? Can you blame him? I can't. I can't blame him. And I honestly can't believe that he hasn't blown up at any of these people already. Maybe he has and it's just not available. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe this is a deep fake because the real version is way worse. So he had somebody make one that was like still pretty cringe, but less so. I don't know, but I don't necessarily even see Adam Aaron being around for much longer in this. But this is all speculation. What I have to do is uh, disengage people, disengage people from this over the next month, so that by the time that rolls around, unless the judge dismisses the lawsuit soon based on the vote results, that's possible. I mean, would we really see a judge? And I mean, I know the answer to this, I think, but could we really see a judge reverse what is it, 80% yes votes on all three measures? I mean, roughly 80%. Well, yeah, absolutely, we could. It's definitely a possibility, and the judge doesn't care about your feelings. So it's possible, but I would say that the dismissal would probably be more likely based on the vote results, like Manny said. Um, or it maybe it will actually go, through the process and we'll see what happens. But by the time that decision rolls around, this is like the apes Bush v. Gore. It's like Bush v. Gore, but for the apes. By the time that decision, hopefully there's no hanging chads. Oh, that's really an interesting reference there. Remember Chad, the Marine? Wasn't he a Marine or something? Super sus. Um, by the time that decision rolls around, these people need to be disengaged, unplugged, and moved on to something else. Now, will they be? No, probably not. But I truly believe that more people will. I think this is going to be the month of exodus from this brainwashing. Brainwashing. Yeah, I that's coming right up. That's coming right up. That was where did we see that? That was on oh, it was in somebody put it in Telegram for me before. So I know it's there. Just gotta find it. Here we go. So this is the video in question. Now, I have
I
to
got
apologize for this, but here we go. Here's the video itself.
you, and here's the video.
Said somebody audio tape Adam Aaron. I want y'all to listen to this.
I love Donnie too. Like somebody video audio taped. Which one is it? I don't see anything.
Aaron, I gotta say, this is, I love you. I'll telegraph. Adam, sorry, Adam. I know I call you Aaron. Adam, and this is obviously a very sensitive movement for a lot of people. And I think it's.
Robert, it's 1 in the morning and you don't know what you're talking about. You're just wrong. You're just wrong across the board. There are no synthetic shares.
I have a hard time believing that.
Yes, I obviously know that. But if there were synthetic shares, if there were billions of shares out there, then when we issued a free ape that was worth $7 or $8 to every single shareholder of AMC, why would nobody say, "Where's mine"? Nobody, not one, zero.
Why would it take so long for you to notice that there's manipulation going on with ape, as it's supposed to be 1-for-1 equal value, and see it, AMC
What
at
makes you think
$9.
So I know Donahue's going to give you his take on it.
I don't know if that's real. Now that I listen to his voice again. I don't know. I mean, it probably is, but they don't seem to be questioning it. It is it's a 3x. Um, so here's the deal with the ticker symbol RAPE, in case you guys don't know. Once the court decision is made and ape is converted back to AMC. You can't trade ape, but the ticker symbol RAPE will come into effect immediately upon that decision. Reverse ape. Reverse ape will be a proxy for the ape preferred equity unit. So it will allow you to trade ape after ape goes away. Now, how about that? That is some innovation on Wall Street right there. So give it a shot. You might like it. All right. Is that I think that was it on the tape. So that, like, is there more? Why is it cut off there? Is there more? Where's the actual original? I don't know. Does anybody know? Does anybody have it? I'm not sure. Um, so I'll say it doesn't necessarily sound like Adam Aaron's voice to me. Um, I mean, it sounds like it, but it's not. It sounds like it, but it also doesn't sound like it. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I don't actually. I do have voice analysis software. That's right. I forgot about that. So yeah, I have. It's like some CSI shit. Well, not Bubby, but like Jack, whatever his name is. So anyway, uh, that's that. All right. So let's jump in here and see what the hell is out here today. Well, I tell you what's on Reddit today, a bunch of nonsense. You wrinkly brained motherfuckers predicted all this shit. And because of that fact, I've had over 2 years to learn Zen. Game hasn't changed. Buy, hold, Zen, board. What's on TV? Well, all the movies that nobody needs to go to AMC to see anymore, that's for sure. The new FTD chart came out. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. Okay. I mean, I don't really know why anybody cares about this because uh nothing happened with it. Although I do have a post on that. So they got on threshold right as AMC was breaking out of a 2-year trend. This person's been listening to way too much ants trades. Basically killing technical momentum with FTDs. Now they're off the list on 5 of the lowest volume days this year. This year, crime, crime. And this statement right here really just baffles me. Blah 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 blah. Wine, 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 bitch, bitch, bitch. It's also quite fascinating watching all these banks pump suddenly while they steal back the gains of precious metals companies like HYMC as if nothing happened at all in the banking sector this past week. Steal back the gains of precious metals companies like HYMC, Wyckoff Mining. What gains? What gains are they talking about? Oh, these gains, of course. What? What? The gains from Monday. Oh boy. Oh man. The 8 cents gain. That's some serious gains right there. Wow. I hope the IRS can handle all that extra tax revenue coming in from that. Wow. Millionaires made right there. So, yeah, stealing back the value from the precious metals companies like Wyckoff Mining. Hmm. Hmm. Like, look at these clowns misusing these phrases. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. Also, I'll be buying more with next paycheck. 'Cause fuck 'em. Hmm. I'm not sure if it even makes sense, but they probably used the SIVB debacle as a means to hide FTDs. Yes, yeah, clearly. Clearly. You know how they did it? They printed them out on their Epson stylus color printer, Epson stylus color R580 printer. They printed out the FTDs, laminated them with their GBC hot laminator, and then physically took them to the Silicon Valley Bank branch nearest them and got out their shovel, started digging a hole, and hid them in the ground, in the yard, or the front area of the bank. That's how they did it. That's how they hid them. Short of that, I don't know what the fuck they're even talking about here. They think you can hide FTDs in everything. There's FTDs hidden in CSI's girlfriend's bra, for all we know. I mean, hide FTDs. That's a phrase that I will not miss seeing or hearing. Because let's be honest, nobody will ever say that after this is done. There's a lot of things nobody will say, but hiding FTDs, hiding short interest in out of the money puts. I love that one too. That's Donahue George. That's classic Donnie. Okay. So, anyway, AMC/GME/banks. Good old days gone. Now it's catastrophes. Hmm. Hmm. AMC stock tech analysis looking good right now. Oh, what is this? Ants Trades 2.0? Rebound tomorrow. Okay. I don't see how this follows at all. Adam Aaron bamboozles AMC from Charlie's vids. Now, I mean, is he gonna Rick roll me here again with Hillary Clinton, or is this actually gonna be the person that says it? Okay. But before we do any of that, let's go to this video here. Proof of Scavenger Stonk's commitment with AMC. Okay, sure.
Last
Go.
video of the night. I know if I post too many videos in a day, I'm going to get shills in the comments stating that I use YouTube as my income revenue and how I'm a shill in AMC and just use AMC for revenue. So what I'm going to do for the next few months until it's not much that I make, but
He's going to demonetize, unmonetize. That's proof of his commitment.
just to prove to people, because I do think AMC squeeze is very close. We're going to donate everything we make on YouTube. We're donating it live stream. Everything that rolls in, we're going to donate. And you guys will be able to see how much I made.
Where?
Blah, blah, blah,
Donate to
just
whom?
to prove to everybody, which I know most people already know the real answer, but we're going to prove to the ones who don't that I am actually committed to this play. And I make money every single.
Well, you said that yourself that you don't make that, you make a little amount. So, yeah, that's really brave. What a brave man. Wow. What a brave man willing to make a sacrifice. I swear. Man, I just can't. That's really admirable, you know? Scavenger stonks. That's really, really admirable. Oh my, wow. Everybody should try to be like this. Daily average 88 cents to $14. Weekly average $6 to $99. Last 30 days, $26 to $422. Estimated yearly earnings $317 to $5,100 US. So, wow. I mean, is he going to be able to eat? Is he going to be able to keep the lights on? Making this sacrifice? That's a really, I'll tell you what. That's how you do it right there. That shows that you care.
Single day in the market.
Give up that $8.
I consider myself pretty successful in the market, thanks to the group I'm a part of, and thanks to the blessing I've had to become knowledgeable on trading. But we're going to take the YouTube revenue, especially since right now the YouTube kind of specifically talks about AMC. If people think AMC YouTubers are taking advantage, just taking.
He should dress in drag. He'd look good with eyeliner on. Kind of looks like he's wearing eyeliner right now. What a weird thing to say. I know, but like something about he has a really feminine appearance.
In the community,
Can't help
that's
it.
fine. We're gonna donate everything, and we'll do it live together on stream so everybody can see it. Because I understand that.
Or he looks like that one gay character on The Sopranos. I think he was a fireman, and I think he and oh, what the hell was the guy's name? Was it Sal? Not the guy. It was the guy. It was the guy with the Johnny cakes. Anybody remember this from The Sopranos? The guy with the Johnny cakes.
YouTubers in this community
somebody
who
out there.
genuinely do talk about AMC just to talk about AMC because AMC gets a lot of views. Okay, it's no surprise. So I'm going to talk about AMC for free. Okay, and that's just the reality because
Wow,
this is
what a
play
deal!
that I genuinely am passionate about. I'm not like other people that have sold AMC at a loss and then bought a share back in just to fucking talk about it on YouTube. Like, that's pathetic.
You don't have to have shares of a stock in order to talk about it on YouTube. What are you talking about? No, you don't.
That's not going to be me. I truly think we're close. I really do. And we're going to continue.
If you think that you're close, then why don't you do this? Stop making videos. Just stop making videos. Don't make another video until the squeeze happens. I think we would all appreciate that. That would be much more impactful than donating the revenue. Donating that up to $99 a week. Was that it? Yeah, $6 to $99 estimate. I mean, but if you really want to show us that you care and that you trust the apes, you trust your brother and sister apes, stop making videos, put your faith in them. They don't need your videos. They already believe. They already believe. If anything, you're a liability at this point. It's all the little hissies you get in, little drama episodes. Now, continuing.
Talking about it, but obviously without the revenue, okay? So, that'll be a fun thing we can do on live. We can figure out what nonprofit to donate to or somebody that's streaming, whatever we decide to do. We'll decide as a community, but I wanted to make this video to remind everybody how united this community truly is. And when I, expose other YouTubers and talk about other YouTubers, it's not to attack them personally. It's to show people in this community that have stayed so strong-witted and, have kept the emotion out of investing.
What?
What
are you talking about? Oh my God. See, he's doing that thing. He's doing that thing where he's just saying stuff that he wants to be true. Kind of like when I say, this thing's going to be over in 1 month. I want it to be true. I'm trying to will it into existence. Not working. But I know that. And I admit that. This guy, you think he's going to admit that, yeah, I said that the apes are doing a good job of keeping emotion out of trading, but that's bullshit. Clearly they don't. And I know that, but in order to keep everybody together and kind of, egg them on to keeping emotion out of it, I'm going to tell them that they're doing a great job at it. So just keep doing what you're doing, guys. What? Jesus. This guy ever, I don't know.
There are people
Wow.
in this community who, you know, were sought after to be these strong individuals when really they just didn't have what it takes to be an investor, right? They don't have what it
wow.
takes to be patient. They don't have what it takes to see a red market, a bear market. You know, I day trade every day. I'd like to say I'm pretty successful trading. I'm blessed to be a part of the group that I'm in. I'm blessed to have learned the things I've learned with the market. And I know not everybody's able to do that because some people work or whatever it may be.
So there's an inherent, very, very glaring paradox or inconsistency here, because he said that he's profitable in the market, yet he's waiting for an AMC squeeze. I don't see how those two things are compatible. If you're a profitable trader, if you're a profitable day trader, okay, so that's a smaller subset, an even smaller subset. What in the fuck are you doing? Buying and holding AMC. What the fuck are you doing? So there's a lie here. This is my analysis. One of these things is a lie. Either he's not a profitable day trader, or he's not in AMC. So to that I say, Tock is cheap. Tock is really fucking cheap. In fact, Tock is free when you donate your YouTube earnings to charity that you haven't named. Tock is fucking cheap. Show the positions in AMC and the history. Want to see when you bought those. Number one. Number two, show us your P&L for day trading, and then we'll believe you. But otherwise, he's just continuing with the same old pattern, that these YouTube grifters love. They love this. They love to say shit. Quite frankly, they love to say things, but never show any evidence for them. That's all this is. He's doing what he normally does here. All right.
I didn't quit my job because of YouTube. I quit my job because I started day trading and made a lot more money than I did working my job. So definitely a scary move.
Oh, it'll be scary. It will be scarier, probably. I would be willing to bet. He's going to be, yeah.
But it's something I did, and I'm fortunate for that.
What a brave man.
We're going to, start doing our lives with those trades and stuff. But as far as AMC goes, just to prove my worthiness to, this community, because there are a lot of sellouts and stuff, we'll donate everything. If that's what it's going to take for people to
so pointless,
sort out the real from the fake, then that's what we'll do. Because to me, this community and people making money at the end of the day is way more important to me than a revenue on YouTube, right? So not that it ever was that much. I could never make a living off of it, but that's going to be my dedication to you guys. So all the shills out there, go fuck yourself. What are you gonna talk shit about now? Exactly. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Does he actually think that he's clever with this? I mean, you got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Sadly, I think he does think that. Okay. Now, I've tried to listen to this guy before. It's so boring.
Well, what is up, my retail fam? It's Boom Mike Commander from, you already know. Wait for it. I'm chilling here in the backyard, here at the crib. Now, this is not financial advice. This is my personal opinion. Before we get started, you already know the deal. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that like button like you're playing some Street Fighter, okay? Now,
No.
Southern California, it's raining my sunny day, so please feel sorry for me. I totally play. Now, let's get right to this. Do you remember the good old days when, remember, I would always say, the housing market's not pricing the stock market, right? Those were the good old days, right? Remember this one? Inflation, right? Inflation, we are deeply entrenched in inflation. Then you have people on the news and people on social media saying, there's a possibility that we might hit inflation. We might be in a recession. We might get there. No, we're deeply entrenched, right? Those were the good old days. Now, since then, of worrying about the housing market possibly being priced into the stock market, and then inflation starting to be running rampant or deeply entrenched, well, banks came up, they stepped up to the plate, they said, hold my beer, check us out, watch us do this, right? Now, obviously, you got Silicon Valley Bank, you have Signature Bank, you have Silvergate Capital just a couple of weeks ago, and now you're having Credit Suisse. Retail fam, you have to understand something. This is just the beginning, okay? I think the least of our concerns is
this is just the
what's going on
beginning.
with AMC and GameStop. Truth be told, in all honesty, you're talking about a total collapse of our economy. You're talking about a total collapse of all our market.
A total collapse? Oh boy. Oh boy. The fact that he's talking about this with such glee and giddiness is worrisome to me. It's been worrisome the whole time because this is the way that Shark the Vix used to talk about this stuff. You know, what did I used to say? Oh yeah, he would get excited about stuff, and it's like you could tell he was getting a stiffy. He was getting a stiffy, a little stiffy. Anyway,
Now, I know we're in it for a short squeeze, and,
look at how excited he
we have,
is.
GameStop earnings coming up. Yeah, that's fine and all.
You know, I just have to ask. I mean, if you think that there's a total economic collapse on the horizon, yet you're going to be rich, how does that jive? Total economic collapse. Okay. So like hyperinflation, collapse of the monetary system, money's worthless, Weimar Republic. So what good is $1 million per share if the system is destroyed? They never like to address that one. I've been asking that for 2 years.
But I'm going to get to that in a second.
Okay.
But what's going on right now? They said that after they controlled, the U.S. regulators took over Signature Bank, that they took it over because they didn't want to have contagion. They didn't want it to spread from bank to bank. Do you really think that they actually have it under control? I tell you what, I beg to differ. Now, they're not going to come out and say
Data? Any data for that? I mean, you have to understand what happened. And I think if you understand what happened, then I don't think you would say that. I don't think you would say that. I think that this is like just like just like Scavenger and all the other clowns. He's just doing what they do. Talking about the way that he wants things to be rather than the way that they are. Anyway, Model 3 dude in the house.
we don't have any control about what is going on, and it's about to get really nasty. Before, for me personally, the things that I would worry about would be like the housing market's not priced in the stock market, and inflation were deeply entrenched and is running rampant. Those used to be my concerns, and this was just a few days ago. Now my concerns is total market collapse of the economy.
That's
Banks
your concern?
on the verge of going belly up.
Oh,
Now,
geez.
speaking of banks going belly up,
I mean, if there's anything that this guy needs to be concerned about, it's not that. Like, is he really concerned about this? What does that even mean? I don't even know what it means, but Manny says the only thing collapsing is his portfolio.
Credit Suisse, it's right there on the cusp. Remember, they give that price target for AMC and so forth. Now they're the ones facing the same price target. Price target.
That's not the first time I've heard this sentiment today. It's like a, ha ha, gotcha. Who's 95 cents now? Well, the reality is both of you guys are going to be fucking bankrupt. So, yeah, wallow around in the mud together.
Target that they gave AMC. Now, let me say this, and I want to be very clear about this because I think people get this misconstrued or skewed up a little bit. Okay, just because a bank, or let's just stick with banks. It's just because a bank owns AMC or bought AMCs and loaned it out a whole bunch of times, and then they go belly up. It doesn't mean that AMC or GameStop or whatever ticker symbol is going to automatically squeeze and push up to incredible heights. Now,
Doesn't?
it may cause some stress and may have some price action, but it's not going to just immediately cause a squeeze because a bank owns what? Some shares of AMC, some shares of GameStop. People start to freak out.
Okay, so what bank that has collapsed, failed, gotten in trouble, had runs, been taken over by the feds. Which one holds AMC? I would like to know how this is relevant, basically. Or are we talking hypothetically here? Oh, we're talking, hypothetically. Okay, right. So you're going to need a bank that is holding AMC to go bankrupt or to fail, but that's not going to cause the squeeze. Okay, I got it. But still, I ask, how is this relevant? Are any of the banks that hold stocks like AMC, are they in danger? What's the deal? What's the deal? Tell us the deal, Dr. Phil.
About this. Start saying this is a catalyst. This is going to be the Moass, and now here it goes. Wait for this bank, and you're waiting, and you're waiting. And you say, let's say the bank does go belly up, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and again, it's
Like something doesn't seem right about this to me. These people, the idea of people sitting around waiting and waiting and waiting, like with giddy anticipation for banks to fail. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It's like they want the banks to fail. It was the same thing in late 2021 with Shart the Vix and Review Pork and others talking about, you know, they were, they had a moment of enough non-retardation that they could tell that, you know what, this is pretty irrational. We're probably going to have to correct this. Donnie and Lou have been on fire with videos today. I've never heard of those banks before this week. Neither have I. Neither have I. Never heard of Signature Bank, never heard of Silicon Valley Bank, never heard of Silvergate. And I have to say, I'll probably forget about them, and they will have had very little impact on me personally. So, yeah. Now, wake me up when Wells Fargo or Citi or Fifth Third, okay, I'm a Fifth Third customer. Wake me up when Fifth Third Bank goes insolvent. But I mean, I don't see that happening. See, we're responsible here in the Midwest. We're not like those people in California or New York. We have values. We take responsibility, and we definitely don't leave our long-term treasuries exposed, unhedged, while there's no risk management, or no risk manager on staff for several months. So I have no lack of faith in Fifth Third Bank, working hard to be the only bank I'll ever
what goes
need.
on with retail, okay? We get excited about news, about possibilities and things that happen because you're impatient. You don't understand people. Well, we've been in this play for 2 years. Yep, that's fine. You can say whatever you want to say. Do you think they're worried about how your feelings are? Do you think they're worried about what you think or feel? They can give a rat's ass about you, about, again, your family and everything else. Retail fan. For me personally, just looking at me, every time that there's anything said when it comes to AMC and GameStop, I pay no mind to it. I don't care if they say this is the thing that can actually break them. This is the thing that can actually push to unlimited heights. This is the thing that can do whatever you want to say, whatever you can possibly imagine. Whatever they say, it goes in this ear, out that ear. And it's simple as that. And people ask me why. Because how many times have we heard this? How many times have saying this is a catalyst? How many times that we say that this is going to be the next thing? Now, I know people are upset about the proposals. People are upset about Adam Aaron, or whatever you're upset about. That's fine. Be upset however you want to be upset. People are upset. Well, how come I'm not so upset? No, I am upset. I'm upset. I understand what my role is here. I understand what I'm doing. I understand where I put my money. Now, am I happy to have all this money tied up? No, I'm definitely not.
I don't think you do. I don't think he does. I don't think you understand where you put your money. I don't think you understand where your money is right now. But anyway, yeah, he's in full cult mode. Yeah, 100%. Like, this is some very, very, very slippery slope equivocation that's happening right now. I'm slowing it
Happy
down
about
so we
it.
can
Do I
really
wish
grasp
I've
it.
done things differently to some point? Yes, possibly. But does
Possibly?
not mean that I'm going to give in.
Possibly. Do you wish you'd done things differently? Yeah, but possibly. Possibly. Oh my God. Now, we already established that the apes, any type of multiples of profit from all the way from doubling your money up to 36xing your money, they're not interested in that. They're not interested in taking those gains off the table. They're going to let it ride because it worked so well with AMC back in June of 2021. Those that have money do not put their money in Joe's savings and loans. Right, pretty much. And how many of these people have more than 250K in the bank too? I mean, everybody that I know that's talking about this problem, quote unquote problem, and raising all this alarmist rhetoric, there's no fucking way they have anywhere close to they might have $250 in the bank. They might have 2,500. They don't have, no, they don't have 250K. They do not have 250K, but they don't even know. Like, that's how ignorant people are. They don't even know. They don't understand FDIC. They don't understand. Yeah, it's trust me, bros, and theories from the grifters. And I love his like attempt at a counter argument too. Like, oh well, we've been hearing this stuff. How many times have they said this? Yeah, exactly. That's what we've been saying for 2 fucking years. 2 years ago, you could say that, and it still held water. Now, oh my God. I mean, Chat GPT could write scripts for these videos, the grifter busting videos. Like, I have no doubt. But why? So yeah, we've heard it for 2 fucking years, and you said that, but then the next sentence, you're running cult narratives again. It makes no sense.
Or give up or just say, you know what, that's it, I'm done because I don't get my way. Do I still believe in possibilities of a short squeeze? Yes, I do, wholeheartedly, 100% I do. People will say, well, you're foolish. That is fine. Let me be foolish. Let me have my money on the line.
Okay, you can be foolish. Sure. Nobody is questioning your right to be foolish. This is what I have a problem with right here. Nobody is questioning your fucking right to be an idiot, to make stupid financial decisions, to throw your money away. Go burn it, flush it down the toilet, or just buy AMC. Nobody is questioning your ability, your right, or your prerogative to do that. However, you are on a public video platform where you have over 5,000 followers. Okay? You have over 5,000 followers. A few hundred have already watched this video. It's been posted for 1 hour. Okay? Go be an idiot in private. This is the problem. The world does not need to see idiots being idiots. We don't need to see you or hear you say, "Oh, maybe it's foolish. So what? I'll just be foolish." That's retarded. That's dumb as fuck. And you know that you're influencing people. You know that it's potentially not the greatest idea. You know, okay, maybe you can handle it. Maybe you have enough money. Maybe you only invested what you could afford to lose. Maybe that all those things are true. But what I'm about to say is undeniably true. Many people have not. They have invested more than they can afford to lose. They have used money that was set aside for other purposes, money that they need to take care of their obligations for their families. Okay? That's who you were talking to, and sitting there with a goofy smile, smug, giggling about the fact that you're making a dumb decision and why don't we just let you do it? Yeah, fine. Do your dumb decision, but don't influence others to make bad decisions. That is so fucking irresponsible. It is so irresponsible. And nobody should respect this. Nobody should respect someone else who is actively trying to get people to make the same mistakes as them? When this stuff affects more than just you, maybe it doesn't affect just him. Maybe he's single and he doesn't have kids, and it truly does just affect him. And it doesn't matter. It does not ripple. His parents are dead. He has no family. He will have nobody that he'll have to take care of in the future. It's just him. Okay, it only affects you. Let you be foolish with your money. Fine. But what are the odds that that's true? What are the odds that all of these people we see on YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, they all have families. They all have people who count on them. They have people that they have responsibilities for. I just find this absolutely unbelievable that somebody would have this flippant of an attitude about something, that people have made huge mistakes with, are to the point, some people are, where they're basically about to give up, or they already have, essentially. They're not trying to do anything else. They're just saying, well, I have to just hold on because this is the only thing I have. If this is all you have, then you truly have nothing. But I don't, I cannot respect this viewpoint here. Sure, you can be stupid with your money, but why does the whole world need to see it and be influenced by it? That's going in the opposite direction that it's supposed to go. You know, you're supposed to be proud of when you make good decisions and when good things happen and when, you've achieved something. This guy has achieved nothing. So why should we care? Why should you be on here? Well, Scott, it's not fair. Everybody's allowed to da da da. Yeah, they are. And so since I can't control him, since I can't grab him with a big hook and pull him off stage as should be done, we can try to get people to question, why are you watching this guy? What is this guy doing for you? What is the point here exactly? So we can hear about how you think it's funny that you're making foolish decisions. It really is outrageous. And let me just be clear. I don't care what anybody else does with their money. Nobody here cares what anybody does with their money. We don't. However, however, there's a difference between doing something privately and doing something very publicly in a way that is designed to influence other people. Because let's be honest, this whole thing depends on greater fools coming in and buying the stock. It's a pump and dump. It depends on hooking new people and grabbing them and bringing them in and getting them in the cult. That's how cults work. So I just don't, no, no, no.
Totally okay. I'm totally okay with that. But that's not my concern no more. My biggest concern is pensions. My biggest concern is 401ks. My biggest concern
Huh?
is livelihoods. People out
What?
there everywhere. If these banks start
Wait,
to,
what? He's concerned with livelihoods, 401ks, pensions because people are using them to buy AMC? Oh, no, of course not. That's not what he
livelihoods,
means.
people out there everywhere. If these banks start to contagion, start to tumble, it's going to be catastrophic. And with that inflation,
Oh, you're that altruistic that you care about a hypothetical total economic collapse. That you're worried about. That you're worried about. The pension. Oh, the pension funds. You're worried about that. What about your fellow apes who are not able to handle the losses like you are because, well, whatever. Something ain't right up here. and you think that losing more money means that you're going to make more money in the end or something. I don't know. But you're concerned about random pension funds in the event of a total economic collapse, which is highly unlikely. What these priorities are fucking whack. Okay? This guy, I've never actually listened to him this closely. This guy's crazy.
Was bad or running rampant or entrenched, thought,
And guess what? We had something akin to that in 2008. Guess what? We fucking came back. Pension funds came back. Capitalism prevailed. So, what the fuck?
that the housing market's not priced in the stock market, that's minuscule compared to what may happen. Now, with that being said, I gotta say this. If you're in AMC, if you're in GameStop, or even Ape, and it was pressed upon us and so forth, you're in it. Okay? Now, remember why you got in it. Bitching and complaining, it's not gonna get you anywhere. It would be cool that if we could complain and yap, and the price would go up. We would have squeezed their skulls a long time ago. It would have been nice, right? I would have been on here just yap, just nonstop for days, 24/7, 365.
Well, that's what they did anyway. Yes, complaining doesn't help. It can make you feel better, but it doesn't help. That's what you did. That's what you fucking did, though. That's what you all do. That's what you're basically doing now.
7 squeezes. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. These hedge frauds, these market makers, these institutions, they don't care about you. They don't care about us. They don't care about the retail investor. What they care about is greed. They care about manipulation. They care.
I mean, okay, yeah, sure, they do. They do. What about you? What does a Moass represent? What does Moass represent? It represents that 36x was not enough for me. I'm not willing to accept 36xing my money. No, that's chump change. I know what it's worth, and it's worth a hell of a lot more than 36x. Get the fuck out of here.
Care about getting everything they want and suffering no consequences. Until what? They got the hand caught in the cookie jar.
Remember
There's
your
billions
why.
of synthetic shares out in the market. I don't care what anybody says. Adam.
Oh, okay. Boy, this keeps getting better and better. Wow.
Billions and billions. And it's not just AMC and GameStop. Plenty of ticker symbols. We're not the only ones. We're not the only ones at the party looking all hot and sexy and so forth, right? There's plenty of them out there. Retail fam, I want you to understand something really quick. I know that we're worried about inflation and the housing market not being priced in the stock market. But what's going on with these banks? It's a big issue. It's a big problem.
No, it's not.
Where it just collapses everything. Now,
no, it won't. Oh my God. Oh, I can't listen to this anymore. I cannot do it. I can't do it. This is terrible. If you don't know shit about finance or banking, okay? If you don't know what the fuck you are talking, if you think that this, if you agree with what he's saying right now, do not make videos on YouTube. Okay? Go read some more. Give it anywhere from 1 to 3 years of reading, research, thinking, reflection. But do not make videos on YouTube. This is a cautionary tale. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or if you don't know that you don't know, well, that case you're fucked. But if you know that you know what, I know a little bit about that, but I'm not really up on it, and I don't have time to learn. You have no business making YouTube fucking channels. None. None. You have no business making YouTube channels. Now, speaking of people with no business having a YouTube channel, I just want to listen to a little bit of this. There's no way I would put you guys through 10 minutes of this garbage, even though it's already been an hour of this garbage. But
today, I want to talk about how it's believed that Citadel are on the wrong side of the Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank bankruptcies.
What? What? Where did this come from? Now Citadel's involved with Silicon Valley Bank. Are you guys hearing this? Now Citadel is on the wrong side of the trade because that's what they do. They get on sides of trades. I mean, imagine being this ignorant, thinking that it was actually something, an astute observation or a possible, reality that, oh, guess what, guys? The market maker's on the wrong side of the trade. You don't understand what the fuck you are talking about if you say that. Okay? You don't. And I mean, who can blame him? He's a wanker from across the pond. He has no clue. None. That's why, instead of just belonging in jail, see, Thomas James belongs in Guantanamo. He belongs in Guantanamo if it's still open, which I think it is. I mean, I think that Obama said he was going to close it, and he didn't, of course. And I think it's still open. If it's still open, you belong there. Thomas fucking James.
Which will obviously lead to Citadel losing billions of dollars, being margin called, and being liquidated. Which will.
What the fuck? Where do you get this fucking shit from? How many times have we heard this about every fucking thing? Oh yeah, they're gonna lose all this money. They're gonna get margin called, and it'll cause the squeeze. Are you fucking kidding me? Words cannot fucking describe how retarded this is. This is the dumbest shit I have ever heard.
Also obviously caused the AMC squeeze. So stay tuned.
And it'll cause the AMC squeeze. There it is. Jesus Christ.
And let's make some money. And now I want to dive straight in with the key information. So, Mark Coders has tweeted saying Robinhood users say the trading app won't cash in their profitable bets against Silicon Valley Bank. Well done. This is a scandal. Now, this has obviously got so big that even Forbes are writing an article on how Robinhood won't honor these put positions.
Oh, you know what? Fuck you and your plural fucking nouns, okay? Forbes is a publication, singular. Yeah, Forbes are writing. No, they are not. The magazine, singular, published this article. Fucking British English. Almost like they think that it originated, like they came up with the language or something.
Color and Mark Coders are standing up.
It's silly though. They're so silly. This guy's so silly. So fucking stupid.
The little guy, and they will do their best to make sure that both Robinhood and the Options Clearing Corporation honor these put options. And Mark Coders has even gone one further and believes that he has enough proof to publicly accuse Citadel of being the ones behind this.
Oh.
But before I dive into all that, let me quickly talk about exactly what's happened and exactly what Mark Coders is accusing Citadel of doing. So Mark Coders tweeted saying if you need a lawyer to represent you on an action regarding the Signature Bank put options, please DM me. And Vlad Tenev actually replied to this directly saying,
oh, and that's not trying to grift off of the fucking retail investors. Yeah, if you need a lawyer, DM me. I got one for you.
We're working to resolve this as
his name is Jimmy McGill.
Soon as possible. Stay tuned. So it seems so far that Robinhood don't want to make the same mistake they made back in 2021 and actually do want to help the retail investor, or at least help the retail investor. Parent Capital tweeted saying, Vlad, you must publicly be calling for the FDIC to put Signature Bank into bankruptcy today, so the Options Clearing Corporation can give the clear information to let those puts be exercised. He said your fiduciary duty.
Hey, guess what? The fucking stocks are worthless. You're not. Jesus Christ. This is why short sellers don't want the stock to go to zero. Now they're getting a taste of what they've been saying, and maybe come to find out that it was bullshit before. Because, oh, guess what? They don't like when stocks don't trade. You can't make this shit up. You can't fucking make this shit up. This is crazy. How full of double standards. And they said this, but when it happens to them, oh my God, it's a fucking problem. What a Jesus Christ. And I don't know, his arm and hand movements and his neck roll and his fucking squinty eyes. I just want to smack this guy. And I'm not a violent person.
First. Now, obviously, we know that back in 2020,
must come first. Like No, you sound like a fucking retard. You don't sound like a high class, like, British person. You sound like some chav. You sound like a chav. That's what he is. He's a fucking chav.
Robinhood obviously turned off the buy button. Robinhood said themselves that it wasn't them that
Oh,
was responsible.
let's churn up those emotions from 2021 that most of these fucking clowns were not involved in. Yeah, let's churn that up.
For turning off the buy button, it was effectively the market maker. Robinhood obviously had this giant capital request from the Options Clearing Corporation, from FINRA, and from the DTCC. Robinhood obviously didn't have the cash to meet this capital request, and their market maker also wouldn't honour the trades, and their
Yeah, look at this. Okay, I got the article. I can't listen to much more of this. But here's the article from Forbes, okay? Right here. And it looks like it's actually like more of a blog post than anything, but anyway, in case anybody wants to peruse that, there's the link to it. Okay, so now I just want to bring up this image here. This is an image. This is Robinhood support. Please allow me to few units review. Okay, it looks like there are no restrictions on the contract and on exercise or assignment. However, you would need to already hold the shares if you were to exercise. Right now, it looks like you would just let the contract expire worthless. And then they say, wait, so I have a put option on this stock. So you're telling me I'm going to lose all the value on this stock because the bank was shut down. Hmm. Okay. But it gets better. Well, this is because the stock is not trading. If the stock price declined and was still trading, then you would be able to capture that. Is this stock going to trade again? We don't know. Ha ha ha. Corruption at its finest. So halt the stock of a failed bank, wait for all options to expire, then reopen. I don't believe it was corruption, although I understand your frustration. How long legally is the stock allowed to be halted? I mean, these people are clueless. But the irony is not lost on me here with this, okay? It's not. Look, check this out. Unfortunately, you won't be able to sell or exercise or sell contract, and I lose the $900. So what happens to the value of the stock in scenarios like this? Typically, when you bet against a company and they go out of business, you make money. You're telling me I bet against this company, they go out of business, and I'm losing all my money. Wrong, ape. See, that's because you're fucking retarded. You didn't take the time to learn. You listen to people on YouTube who told you this and that. That wasn't fucking true. Well, this is because the stock is not trading. If the stock price declined and was still trading, then you would be able to capture that. That makes sense. Guess what? That makes sense. If you have a position that you can't close it. How do you close a position? You sell it. A long position anyway. You sell it. If the stock isn't trading, you can't sell it. Again, that's why the whole argument about short sellers, particularly naked short sellers, wanting to bankrupt companies is garbage. And I talked about this months ago, if not a year ago, that think about it. Would you want something not to trade? And now it may be slightly different with borrowed shares and short selling rather than put options, but still, it could get halted and it could be tied up for a while. That's not what people want. They want to get their money now. But you have a bunch of, kids who have no idea what they're talking about, going around saying whatever they want to say because they make money on YouTube and it gets people to buy the stock that's pumped and then they dump it. It's a shit show. This is such a shit show. I mean, this is mm, to me, this whole fucking debacle, the fact that we're still talking about these stupid meme stocks 2 years later, and these people are stuck on it like uh Band-Aid is stuck on me. That's a sign of problems. That is a sign of systemic problems. That is a sign of deep-seated systemic problems. Probably beyond what we can deal with. But clearly shit is not right. If this is the way people act, if they can overlook these double standards and hypocrisy like this, it's insane. How in the hell are you an adult making this terrible argument? The shares aren't trading anymore. Yeah. So how do they buy the shares? How do they deal? How do you deal with the fucking shares? Fidelity, which didn't immediately return requests for comment, has also taken a social media beatdown for its failure to pay up. Well, guess what, Forbes? Was this article written by a fucking ape? Is this guy an ape? I mean, seriously, who the fuck writes these fucking articles? Why didn't you do some fucking research? Why don't you do some actual goddamn research and write a factual article? Jesus Christ. This is a sign of deep-seated problems. I'm a graduate of the University of Miami. Oh, great. Manny, got anything to say here? Anyway, I'm not listening anymore to this guy. I'm not listening to this guy either. In fact, I'm not listening to any of these other clowns. I'm not. Although today we found out that Matt Kors lost $600,000 on AMC. Guess what? Great. Good thing he made $600,000 on super chats, right? Last video. Yes, already last video. I told you it wasn't going to be a long one. But just have to, pop in, have a presence. So, we'll come back for a longer stream either tomorrow or Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure yet. Tomorrow, Friday, or Saturday, or maybe all three. Subscribe and turn on the notifications and find out. Where's Lou's letter? Here's Lou's letter. So we're going to do 2 more videos. Lou's letter first. Here's Lou's letter.
All right, so everybody should already know by now that I made my decision to write the judge, Vice Chancellor Morgan Zern, regarding my thoughts on everything. I'll read the letter now.
I'm sure she's going to take it under advisement, have her counsel review it, and I'm sure that your wishes will be granted, Lou, because you are such a strong influencer in
I
this
got to do a
community.
transaction before I send this thing out. Vice Chancellor Zern, my name is Louis Bravo. I am an APE shareholder who is writing you this.
My name is Louis Bravo. I am a convicted felon.
To provide you with a better view of the AMC/APE dilution situation you're currently set to make a ruling on April 27, 2023. Before the creation of the APE preferred equity units, I, along with millions of other retail shareholders, held AMC shares in my investment portfolio,
with the intention of causing a short squeeze, which is not illegal. What are you talking about?
During this time, I noticed many price and share count irregularities that led me to go public via the now global YouTube channel.
ChatGPT wrote this, no question. ChatGPT wrote
versus
this.
Wall Street. Before the creation of the APE preferred equity units, AMC Adam Aaron stated on his Twitter feed that retail investors held 90% of the AMC shares, with a count of 4.
Excluding index funds and pension funds, or excluding index and ETFs.
4 million AMC retail shareholders. This, in my opinion, was impossible considering that at the very same time, institutional investors held millions of AMC shares.
There were 500 million shares by that point.
If retail shareholders held 90% of the AMC float,
excluding index funds,
how could it have been possible for hundreds of millions of AMC shares to be in the possession of institutional investors?
They're the ones who run those index funds, Lou.
No.
I thought you knew that. Thought you were from the street.
Not long after that share count, AMC CEO Adam Aaron pushed for a yes vote to create new AMC shares, increasing/diluting the AMC share float by an additional 500 million new shares of AMC. Retail investors voted no to the additional shares. After the vote to increase/dilute the AMC shares was casted, the loophole called 8 preferred equity units were created to bypass the will of the AMC retail shareholders who voted no against the new AMC shares.
So the judge is going to say, so, Mr. Bravo, it's your contention that AMC shareholders should be able to destroy the company. They should be able to disallow the company from raising money, which is what they need to do to remain a going concern. Do you realize, sir, that you voted no? You say you voted no to issuing more shares previously. So you expect AMC to just lie down like the lamb lies down on Broadway. The AMC lies down and dies because we cannot raise capital. We need to raise capital because of economic situations. So we should cancel the vote, the yes vote, because it's more important for shareholders' wishes through their votes to be upheld, even if it means putting the company in danger of bankruptcy, liquidation, and just, closing up. That's crazy, okay? That's ridiculous. Yes. Yeah, let's uphold the will of the shareholders, even if that means destroying AMC. Are you fucking kidding me? I say there's no chance in hell that anything other than, yeah, go ahead, do your conversion, do your split. Yep, do it. Upholding the yes vote, I don't see any chance in hell that anything else could happen here. Okay.
The creation of the 8
The judge is going to ask, who is this convicted felon who's writing to me? And bailiff, did we check this letter for anthrax? That's what she's going to say. Did we this got scanned, right? We
preferred equity units was
Yes.
a long-range plan to increase/dilute the AMC share count because those 8 preferred equity units had voting rights that are now being exercised to bypass the original no vote of retail shareholders.
Retail shareholders are one piece of the puzzle. Retail shareholders, in the grand scheme of things, you don't mean shit, okay? You are a means of raising money. And if you're not allowing them to do that, then what the hell? What the hell? You're misusing. You are misusing this equity. You're misusing the equity. It's not designed to try to force a short squeeze, which, by the way, how's that working out? It's designed to allow the company to raise capital. So you are misusing it, which, by the way, organizing and trying to force a short squeeze, that's market manipulation. That's illegal. So, not surprised that he didn't mention it in the letter, but that's disingenuous now. If you don't mention that, well, Mr. Bravo, why are you so concerned with AMC raising capital? Do you have a vengeance against them? Do you want to see them go out of business? It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Might say
Jesus
this
fuck
is all
me.
necessary to pay down AMC debt, as the CEO just recently received a sizable end-of-year bonus. In my opinion, as a lifelong investor and former Silicon Valley executive in the digital certificate
Silicon
validation
Valley.
and digital exchange security sector, the numbers don't add up. On March 14, 2023, you allowed the AMC/8 vote to be held before your April 27, 2023 order is issued. Many AMC Ape shareholders, including myself, did not participate in this vote because we were never sent our voting links to cast the vote. From what I
Well,
am
guess
reading
what?
today,
Guess what? Tough titties. Don't use a margin account. Don't use a margin account. That's your fault. That is your fault.
the shareholders who did not vote registered as a yes vote.
No. What? That's not what CSI was saying the other day.
In order not to profit from the possibility of persuading your April 27, 2023 decision, I will at the end of business today, March 15, 2023, sell all my Ape shares. My only desire was to protect the millions of retail shareholders who already voted no
What?
against this dilution.
Wait, what?
In life, there is no reset button. This should be the same when it comes to voting on a stock dilution. Sincerely, Louis Bravo, done.
Yeah, you know what? The situation was different in 2021 than it is now. And here's another example of these guys just totally ignoring that, wanting people to think, you know, oh, it's the same. No, it's not the fucking same. You fucked AMC over by not voting for that stock to be issued. Now, I don't care either way. I don't give a fuck. Let AMC go out of business for all I fucking care. Doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to AMC. So, whatever. But I'm just saying that shows that you don't care. We knew that then. We knew that then. We knew that you didn't care, but you pretend like you do. That's disingenuous. That is disingenuous as fuck. So, yeah, if the judge ever were to read this letter, which probably would never happen, she's going to be confused about why you're even why are you an investor? Well, he says he's selling his shares. Okay, well, I guess problem solved then. What? This makes no sense. Jesus
You
fuck.
tell me.
So he sold his ape. Why'd you do that? Paper hands. All right, last video. I've been waiting to watch this one because it sounds so dumb. Here we go. So yesterday we had uh Home Alone burglar Donnie George with his um with his cap, his yellow cap and his athletic whatever. Today we have uh I'm wearing my tie and my I don't know where the fuck is he like who is this guy? Like does he really just get dressed up to make these crappy videos? Probably. Okay. Are market makers pushing up AMC cost to borrow to make up for their losses on their long positions? Yeah, sure, Don. They're pushing up the cost to borrow to make up for their losses on their fucking long positions. You are fucking retarded.
Not financial advice, not legal advice for entertainment and educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff so you get the videos I put them out, see what I'm thinking, see I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell y'all every day, the day they release us is false. I mean, it gives a false narrative to the markets. We can make bad trading decisions. Listen, AMC is tanking. Ape is tanking.
Oh,
Nothing to do with buying and selling. This is just the
what?
bad actors.
Okay, remember what I said about people who should not be talking in public, basically? Here's another one. Here is another one. Okay? See, back in the day, it used to be that people like this just got locked up, either in jail or in a mental institution or something. But we protected society from crazy fucks like this. We've gotten away from that. And, some might say it's because of woke culture. Some might say it's because of, whatever, this or that. Some might say it's because of, America's obsession with, you know, drugs and rap music and hot dogs, glizzies. But whatever the reason, okay, we have to get back to a place where people like this are muzzled. Okay? We need to get back to the place where we don't allow our children to hear people foam at the mouth like this. I mean, just listen to this.
Doing what they do by tanking.
AMC's tanking.
AMC is tanking.
It's tanking.
Ape is tanking.
Oh.
And it has nothing to do with buying and selling.
How is that possible? It has nothing to do with buying and selling. Well, actually, it has everything to do with that. Clearly, it has everything to do with that. But like I said, but like I tell you all every day, everything that this clown says is false, meant to give you a false impression of the market so that you can make bad trading decisions. I tell you that every day, and it's true. Okay. Jesus
This is
Christ.
just the bad actors doing what they do and feeling more comfortable doing it.
What do they do? It's not about it's not has nothing to do with buying or selling. So what are they doing? How are they making the price go down if they are not selling? Oh, well, they're just doing what they do. No, you're gonna have to fucking do better than that. What a clown. What a fucking clown. God
Because
damn.
of the yes vote. You know, I said that in the previous video. But
You said it in the previous video? Well, it was retarded in
here's
that
the thing.
video too then.
They still finding millions of AMC shares to shorten the market. Let me rephrase. Millions of counterfeit AMC shares to shorten to the market.
How do you know? Did you what? Just the ease that this shit rolls out of his fucking mouth. Absolutely no fucking way should this guy be on YouTube. This is dangerous. It actually is dangerous. This is absurd. Am I advocating for censorship in this case? Yes, I am. This crosses the line into negligence, which ultimately is going to be considered fraud. He's not educated enough to be doing this, or he knows he isn't, or he simply has an agenda. Whatever the reason, he should know that this is not true. He should know that he has no data. He never shows any data. That is negligent. Period. Period. I don't care what anybody says. It is. It's negligent. Unfortunately, our people aren't smart enough to be able to discern this. They get tricked by charlatans like this, snake oil salesman. He looks like a used car salesman. They can trick people too. Give me a fucking break. This shit has to end. 1 month from today, well, 1 month from now, roughly, it will. That's our mission. Turn people off from these fucks. Get them to tune out. Get them to think for themselves. Maybe read a book. That would be good. Maybe read a book. There is no play, Jorge. What play? There is no play.
And the thing is, the cost to borrow is slowly creeping back up. And I'm like, how is the cost to borrow sneaking back up? And now I'm wondering if...
Well, you said because people want to short this fucking stock because it sucks a dick. Because it's over fucking valued. Because this company has no fucking hope. Everybody can see that except for you and the rest of the 4.1 million apes, apparently. The cost to borrow. I mean, that's something that I can't wait to not hear about also. Cost to borrow and days to cover. Two things that mean nothing.
Some of these market makers are actually using this to make some more money. Because as far as I'm concerned, there are no shares available to short. There are no shares available to short. I believe, and I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell.
How do you know? Do you have a fucking direct network connection to Wall Street? You have you get a digest every day, the list of shares in every broker dealer's fucking inventory. No, you don't. You have no reason to believe that other than you're a greedy fuck who doesn't want to work, who tried to get on fucking disability twice and fucking failed because you're a failure, because you don't want to work, because you want a free ride, just like the rest of the fucking apes. Okay? And yes, yes, he is telling people to buy and sell. Otherwise, why would you talk about this? No, you're saying that people will get fucking rich if they buy this worthless fucking stock. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, and there is evidence for this, bitch, you're committing securities fraud. Your ass belongs in fucking jail. Your ass belongs in jail. Okay? Sorry. Sorry. But it's not because you're black. No, don't even go there. It's because you're a criminal. It's because you're manipulating people, causing them to lose money. It's illegal. Okay? It's illegal. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. But you should have made better decisions.
AMC, Ape, I'm not telling you to do that.
It doesn't matter what you explicitly say, okay? Like, this is the problem with being a literal fucking idiot who can only think literally, okay? That's not how the law is. So it doesn't matter that you didn't intend for something to happen. Oh, yeah, we were playing with the gun and it went off and I shot him. Or, he was shot by the gun and I didn't mean to kill him. But the gun was in your hands, yes? Okay? Like, intent oftentimes doesn't matter because you are responsible for your fucking actions. Jesus
What I'm
Christ.
saying is that based on everything that I've seen, based on how I analyze the data, there are no.
Jorge, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Do you think the stock is worth $60? I mean, do you think this company should be trading at $60 on a fundamental basis? I mean, obviously the answer is no. So if the price is $60, what do you think is going to happen? It's not that they want anything. It's that the market is going to find the price that is appropriate for this company to be valued at. And I can tell you right now, it ain't $60. So you can say they want this, they want that. Nobody cares, really. The market is going to find the price. The price will be discovered. And I'm telling you, it ain't $60. It might start there, but it ain't going to stay there. And yes, the company wants to do the reverse split because they're getting down into delisting territory. I mean, whatever the price is before the reverse split, multiply it by 10. That's going to be your starting price based on the market cap. But I'm telling you, it ain't going to stay there. That's all I'm saying.
AMC shares available to short. And
AMC as a company is worth about $2, maybe. $2 a share based on the fundamentals. Maybe $1.50 based on the fundamentals.
Because there's no AMC shares available to short, the
Yes,
only
there
way
are.
they're getting these shares is through the liquidity theory. And if the liquidity theory is put
You're a fucking
out
fairy.
those shares, and now because I guess they feel they're losing so much money in the banking industry, they can make it up from the hedge funds by overcharging them to.
You really think that's funny? He really laughed he chuckled at that. Jesus Christ.
Short or to loan them these counterfeit AMC shares.
This is garbage.
Please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Why do you think the cost of borrowing is slowly creeping back up when there's no AMC shares available to borrow? It's only the market maker making them. So they're They control the market. That's why they're market makers. They're controlling the price that AMC is loaned for. And for them to be pushing the price back up, I believe they're trying to make up the money they're losing in other trades with the AMC counterfeit shares. Anyway, have a great day. God bless. And I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.
I'm in a goofy mood. Fuck it. All right. I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here, guys. Thanks for sticking around. We'll catch you guys soon, sometime. All right. Shoot. Um. Anyway, see you over in Telegram. It's a fun time. Really? No, really. Come on over. See you in Telegram. Have a good night. Take care. Bye bye.